This is Captain America Super Soldier. If you took the Batman Arkham games style of combat and applied it to a Captain America game, you would get this. And you know what? It's pretty damn awesome. With all the original cast of the films reprising their roles, yeah that's right, even Chris Evans, players are thrown into the heart of World War II, showcasing Cap's battle against the Red Skull and Hydra in Bavaria, Germany. And with Captain America Brave New World set to hit theatres on February the 14th, 2025, now is the perfect time to revisit this somewhat forgotten game and see if it still holds up 14 years later by getting its Platinum trophy. We join 2 US soldiers in the trenches of France in 1944, who don't have too many kind things to say about Cap.
He's a glorified poster boy. Poses for pictures and disappears when the action starts.
They're speaking and their mouths aren't even in the same fucking planet. I can't tell who's actually talking and who's not. Oh my god.
That is, until they are attacked by Hydra forces. And of course, who's there to save the day? America. The trenches has a fair few enemies to teach you the basics of combat, as well as a lot going on. Probably too much going on. Running on the PS3, this really isn't a good thing. The frame rate sucks.
This game is, the frame rate is fucking horrible. Like, truly awful. A crispy, buttery smooth 15.
Eventually making your way through, you reach the first mini-boss of the game, which will just actually become a normal enemy later on. And this is shown by how quickly he goes down.
R1 and then square, crippling strike. I can do that twice in a row. Oh, that was all I needed to do, okay.
Which leads to Cap contacting an ally with regards to a new threat.
Get me Howard Stark.
Captain America Super Soldier. And there's the first trophy already, Trench Foot.
Stark reveals the munitions are from an unknown fortress in Germany. So that's where we head, making a dramatic entrance.
R1 and circle to knock people out. Why would I knock them out? They're not even stood.
This is where the whole game is set, and what's pretty cool is the game is a mix of linear story whilst being able to backtrack at any point, so nothing is missable. And that's a really good thing because there are collectibles dotted absolutely everywhere. Anyway, progressing through this door allows me to launch my shield at some enemies and blow up an AA gun, which is the objective in these early levels. And with that one taken care of, Cappy makes a dramatic escape out the window, performing some parkour. It's a little more dignified than the office parkour, but both are pretty impressive nonetheless. I can also get more experience with the combat, learning how to perfectly parry gunshots with the shield, and having human shields.
He just shot his own boy. Good job.
Throwing the shield can also lead to some pretty impressive results. Better than I thought it would.
Holy shit. I was not expecting it to blow up all of them. That's sick. We all know what sign that's actually supposed to be. You're not fooling me with your skull and tentacles.
Towards the end of the chapter, I also collected my first out of 31 Zeno diaries, which earned me my second trophy.
Hello God, it's me, Zemo.
And after contacting Peggy back at HQ, she basically just says, "You're doing great, Cap, just keep blowing shit up," which moves us on to chapter 2. Within chapter 2, I can meet one of the many different enemy types, these ones being armoured shield dudes.
Right, so I guess these guys, because they got shields, I need to grab them first or something? Yeah. Oh, I'm about to get hit.
I also got a couple more first collectible trophies here for collecting a Zola film reel and my first enemy schematic. The game really shines in moments like this, where you're surrounded by enemies, but the punches just feel weighty and like they're really connecting. Even if you take damage, it feels fair and rewarding to counter, really well balanced. With more Hydra soldiers taken down, Cap rigs this AA gun to explode, which makes an absolute gargantuan-sized explosion, bringing an end to chapter 2 and throwing us into the next, which immediately has way more combat.
Hello boys. Oh shit, okay.
And there's an awful lot of these guys to take care of. Once again, it just feels really nicely balanced and fluid. Shortly after, I can get the trophy 407 for collecting 1,776 intel points. There's also the trophy Star Spangled Superhero for getting 25,000 intel points, and I'll get this later on naturally, making sure to pick up lots of folders and briefcases during the game. I can also use a new ability for the first time, where you tag enemies and hit multiple at once with the shield. This works a bit like Deadshot in Red Dead Redemption. The thing is, past this one time, I don't think I ever really used this ability again.
And they all fall down. There you go.
Cap gets ambushed with some smoke grenades, and whilst his punches are still effective,
Bam. Okay, now knocked his jaw out.
it seems the shield loses its power for blocking bullets.
fucking dodged that, motherfucker. What do you mean? I literally pressed L1 and you saw him do that.
Now, I'm not something of an American myself, but I don't know. This game was bringing out the inner patriot in me.
Take that, you goose-stepping f***s. America.
Even if it wasn't always going to plan.
What the f***ing f*** is going on? Well, let's try that again. What conveniently placed red barrels? Have some of that. How did this guy survive then? How did he get reinforcements as well? What a dickhead.
As I delved deeper through the encampment, I took out my 25th sniper and finally perfectly timed some parkour. I'm surprised this one took me so long.
Look at all that perfect timing. Oh, I missed it. Well, there is Grace under pressure though. Smashed it.
But I'd finally reached a new area, bringing an end to Chapter 3, one of the longest chapters in this game. Thankfully, Chapter 4 is a nice change however, and much shorter. I can use this new shield slam ability, which is cool but also kind of disappointing, as it only stuns enemies, not doing any damage. What does do damage though, is the ability to grab enemies and use their weapons, especially with these big guys.
That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. We're in the radar, I think. And that's Chapter 4. Send a postcard. That is so much quicker than Chapter 3. Thank God.
Chapter 5 has a simple objective. Our soldier buddies are ready to drop in and help us take out the base. But there's a secret big AA gun, so Cap needs to blow that up before they can help him.
Smooth. Right. I see those red barrels.
And at the top of this structure awaits our first main antagonist of the game.
You look just like every other goose stepper I've put down tonight.
Goose stepper.
Hardly. I am Baron von Strucker.
I think this boss fight is really well balanced. Both attacking and defending feels fair.
I guess I just keep like dodging over him. That seems to work. Oh, brother, please.
And he's a pretty satisfying guy to punch the lights out of.
Yeah, pretty easy. You basically just dodge over him, and then he goes down. Bam.
After taking him out, we still need to take out the radar dish, which involves taking out more enemies and overloading each section. But would you believe it? This dick is still kicking about.
Sorry, how is Blood back? I just pushed him off a ledge. Fuck off. Bam. Back to basics as well. I think that's 101 grunts killed. Yeah, if I press circle when he's doing his yellow attack, I can counter him. That's what I should have been doing. Peaches and cream.
Despite our efforts, the plane still does get shot down. Luckily, our comrades parachute and survive. But they're not the only ones who have somehow survived.
Oh, how is he still alive? Come on.
Somehow Palpatine returned.
How is he possibly still alive?
And things go from bad to worse as we're captured by Hydra.
And there's fully operational, but we've been captured. So, not really ideal, is it?
In the prison lab kind of thing, there's this woman, Madam Hydra. She's crazy, but low-key, a bit of a baddie.
Well, that's a pretty weak-ass defense, isn't it? All it took was 2 mashes of the circle button and he's free. Chapter 6, find a way out of the cell block.
Even without the shield, the enemies still don't cause us any trouble, and we can contact Peggy back at HQ, letting her know we're alive for our next trophy. I carry on through the prison to recover my shield, which is definitely needed against enemies like these guys.
That's better. Fell naked without this.
And I could also complete some more enigmas, one of the most complex ones in the game. Honestly, my eyes just couldn't see the matching character for ages here. And my reward? A rooster.
I don't even want to know where he's putting that.
The next enigma I completed was also the 13th of the game, which earned another trophy, and Chapter 6 ends with one of the most pathetic explosions ever on this door.
Fire in the hole. Oh, is that it?
With the next chapter taking place in this giant cell block, with lots of enemies to take down. Once again, it's more of the same. The game is getting a little repetitive at this point. It's still fun to play, but you know, how many more times can I say I killed some enemies? There's lots of enemies in this game. Anyway, we rescue Bucky Barnes, who informs Cap of the other prisoners of war in this base, and we proceed to help them escape on this train by obliterating everyone with this crazy launcher turret. Seriously, this thing has like unlimited ammo and does crazy damage.
Be free, prisoners of war. It's not a very long train, is it? Trophy finishing Chapter 7. There it is. Real men read Alice's. Yeah. Yes, they do.
The next chapter is more of a lab's experimentation part of the prison, and there's some new enemies here too.
What the bloody f*** is that? Oh, of course it's immune to the shield. Of course it is. And I can't get near it. What? What? Can I charge it? I can charge it. I guess that's the only way I could take it down. Well, I don't know how I'm going to take down one of those when I don't have a focus bar. That's going to be a bit concerning. Wait, they're attacking each other. Oh, I see. Brother, help me. Okay, well now I can hit it. I still don't really understand how I'm supposed to take down these guys. I'm sort of doing it, but I'm taking a lot of damage. Is that our buddy? Dugan. What is Dugan doing? he's just lying there. Oh, there we go.
We rescue Dugan, but unfortunately have to face more of these screaming bastards.
Oh my god, this is ridiculous. Oh, these guys are just a nightmare, aren't they? Like, seriously.
There's also this big guy, which was a little bit of a pain in the ass.
What is going on?
But defeating him lets us leave the labs, completing another chapter, and the halfway point of the game.
Surely they'd all be dead, right? Surely. Schnell.
For a chapter called The Longest Yard, ironically, this is by far the shortest chapter of the game, as all I did was take out a few enemies and run over to the building. Barely even a chapter. Inside this building, we take on Madam Hydra.
She's kind of bad. She's angry, but she's kind of bad.
The first phase is all about taking these goons out pretty quickly and deflecting her shots whenever possible, until she eventually runs away.
Pew pew.
Fighting her is a little annoying, mainly just because you can't seem to easily get near her and throw punches.
Okay. So what, can we not get near? Okay, I guess not.
It's a lot more tactical countering and deflecting, and the little enemies running around can just be a bit annoying.
Madam Hydra, she's a bitch.
After that death with some chained special punches and some better timed deflections, the boss fight is over.
Is she dead? No, not really. Well, yeah, no. She's slightly singed.
But like a cockroach, she just won't stay dead.
Farewell, Captain. May your death be agonizing.
The game opens up a little here, and you can unlock the sewers, which allowed me to backtrack and destroy 50 statues for a trophy.
Statues shattered 50 out of 50. Should be a trophy. And there it is, need ahead.
Eventually, after quite a while, I did get back onto the main path, starting the next chapter.
Oh, and there's chapter 12, Red Bull Express. And we get Pleasant Stroll as well. It was a pleasant stroll because I took a massive detour that I really didn't need to.
Which introduces us to the Red Skull. I wonder if you can guess which one he is. He's pissed about something, probably the weather, I don't know. And Cap is going to follow him by breaking into Zola's lab using this train. These labs are very linear and there's nothing new to them. I earned a trophy for chapter 13, and towards the end of chapter 14 is another boss fight. The Red Skull is here, but we're fighting the Iron Cross. I was on pretty low health for parts of this fight, but I just about managed to hold on and recover by using the special abilities.
Oh, we got it now, we got it. That was really close for a second there.
The Iron Cross takes a lot of hits, but when it does finally go down, we can chase after the Red Skull, or at least attempt to.
Cooked. Absolutely dusted. High and low, that is chapter 14 finished. Only 4 chapters to go.
The endgame really flies by, as the main objective is to just continue blowing up the base and destroying these guys.
Thank you, sir. I'll be taking that. Unfriendly fire. Using a guy to kill 10 people, I guess. Something like that. Very nice. And now we're in chapter 16 as well. Chapters are flying through now. There's holding the high note for chapter 15.
In this courtyard, there are some tanks I can call artillery on for another trophy. And entering the church brings us to the penultimate chapter of the game. In here, we can find our buddy Fallsworth, but also Zola, the mad scientist that is doing some weird Wolfenstein robotic shit. These robots aren't too bad to fight. By counterattacking, you can build up a combo and do a heavy amount of damage.
Bam. Yeah, the combos are pretty satisfying now. Right, triangle. Is that it? Yeah. Sick. Defeat Zola bot.
And with Robot Zola defeated, the gang are back together, and there's just one more chapter and one more fight to end the game. On the way to the final fight, I gathered the last ceramic egg.
Oh, sick. There's a 50th egg. Nice, we can pick this up, and that'll be the last collectible trophy for the eggs. There's Eggman. Beautiful. Before even finishing the game.
Before reaching the point of no return.
The true power lies in my mind, in what it controls.
So he's gone insane. Yeah? That's what we've clarified. He's gone fucking mental.
To be honest, this has got to be one of the easiest final boss fights in any action superhero game I've ever played. There's no real challenge here, so all you fight are smaller enemies.
Pow! Right in the kisser. That's 50 of those critical strikes.
The big one is basically just a scripted cutscene, ending with throwing the shield.
That's it. Bam. Yeah.
And creating a huge chain of explosions. The gang question whether Cap even survived that one.
You should prepare yourself for the possibility then.
He got out there.
There he is. I mean, he wasn't going to die there, was he? Let's be honest.
The next adventure for Captain America awaits, and Zola and the Red Skull plan their next move. Not a lot actually changes, but given this game is canon, it works nicely fitting into the universe. By watching the credits, I can earn a trophy, and shortly after, I earned a final chapter-related trophy. With the campaign completed, I thought the cleanup stage might have been a bit of a slog as I wasn't following any guides, but honestly, it was really easy. The sewers allow you to backtrack anywhere in the game, and all collectibles are tracked with multiple duplicates around the map. So I think it took like less than an hour all in. Earning trophies for collecting all Zola reels, all Zemo diaries, all enemy schematics, using all sewer entrances,
Sewer rat.
and unlocking all challenge modes, which kinda just happened whilst going for everything else. And after that, all I needed to do was destroy my 500th total object, which I made sure to keep doing throughout the game. And finally, the 12th AA cannon was destroyed.
And there it goes. 12 out of 12 destroyed. I'm about to get attacked. There goes the neighbourhood.
That brings us on to the challenges, which we'll need to complete all 10 of for the platinum.
So in challenge mode, I have unlocked them all, which is a relief because, you know, otherwise I don't know what else I'd do. So I'm just going to go through all of these and get a gold medal in each. See how this goes.
I really enjoy these. They're really well designed and aren't too tricky, especially compared to the Arkham Trilogy ones. Which, by the way, if you've got this far and want to see the Arkham games platinumed by me, let me know in the comments, as this will help me gauge if there's an interest for them. The challenges range from things like taking out waves of enemies as quickly as possible.
We should get a trophy here for getting our first gold, maybe. There it is, testing waters. Oh, and beginner trend as well. I think that's probably getting a gold.
To this sort of maze Pac-Man style minigame, where you have to collect all the eggs, and can only attack enemies when you pick up a power-up. One of the trickiest of the first few is this one here, but the only way to take out enemies is by deflecting shots and throwing your shield. And with a time limit of 4 minutes, there's little room for error as there's quite a lot of enemies. But even this only took a couple of goes to get right. The fifth challenge, Ballroom Blitz, is a bit of a weird one. The idea here is you have to survive 5 minutes of enemies. But on my first attempt, I was running around and just getting absolutely cooked. That is, until I realised there's a ridiculously easy way to complete this. And it's basically the way you're supposed to.
Oh, right in front of me there's a fucking rocket launcher. That's what I should be using. Yeah, that makes this way easier.
The thing is, once you use this rocket launcher, no enemies will attack you. They're just like patiently waiting to be shot, making this ridiculously easy and earning the trophy for completing half of the challenges. The challenges also chipped away at my intel points, allowing me to finally earn Star Spangled Superhero, and with all the advanced enemies taken out, another trophy unlocked.
Should be another trophy. Who's the bully now? Perfect. So we should get a platinum with the end of the challenges now, basically. That's everything I needed to do. Right, I've got just over a minute to take down the last one. Come on, come on. Only a few more hits. Yep. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Oh, we did it. Just in time. 2 left to go. 2 more challenges.
The 9th challenge was simple and I got it done in under half the required time, meaning 1 more gold on the challenge and the platinum was mine. And this is pretty much the same as the 8th challenge. Only difference being we have to fight the Iron Cross to end things off. But by this point, it's a breeze.
Come on, we're not far now. Less than a minute to take it down. That's it. Defeated Iron Cross. That's got to be it. There it is. Tourist. Is there more? No, there isn't. Can't stand any higher. All challenges in gold. And the first Avenger. Platinum Trophy in Captain America. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like, comment and subscribe for more. And click on screen for another video by me.